I love you. I love you so much.
That's obvious, but we were pointed. No, I'm just kidding.
I did not come here for really any questions. I came to make a few statements. I guess I'll start, but I was telling my girl over there that, I was out of the vortex because I was getting not angry at you, but just I couldn't believe that you wouldn't call me up here after all my life. And after all my life has brought me to, I was in West Palm Beach 2 weeks ago and on for vacation for spring break. And my aunt's husband just died not too long, a couple years ago. And I introduced her to you. I was sending your YouTube videos, just all my Facebook. I just talk, I have you on Facebook today. You're basically my muse. And I've never actually looked at a stranger online and said, I actually love this one. And visualization, I visualized me hugging you, not sexually, of course. I visualize just the source energy, my source energy, just hugging you and me connecting with you because we're all one. And I understand. Yeah. I would like to thank Jane Roberts, Jerry, and Wayne Dyer.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I used to go to Borders every day for years, and I was always attracted to the New Age section, ever since I was little. Okay. First it was astrology and just, a few, esoteric sciences. And then you came. Law of attraction, asking it is given. Just everything. Just Esther Hicks, and then it came Jane Roberts, and Seth. It was a tag team type thing. And I must say, listen, this is the truth. I listen to you every single night for about 8 years. Okay? I walk around a river walk, in West Palm Beach. I walk around the miles, 4 miles a day, and I have you on my earphones, and I'm listening to you constantly. Okay, let me tell you the experience I had. I lost my dog in 2004. He died in my arms. He choked to death. I'm getting stuck in his cage. And it was terrible. It was just terrible. Probably maybe the worst experience I've ever had. And you gotta understand, I've been through near-death experiences. I'm 43, so I've been through all types of reincarnation. I have a sense that reincarnation is definitely real. Understand the point? Let's put it like this. Everything that you teach, I know it's real. Okay, I don't need a Martha King or...
Well, then, do you know that your dog really had fun that day?
Oh, absolutely. I'm sorry, I got off track. When I was walking, listening to you, and I thought about my dog. I was listening to you, and you were talking about... somebody asked you a question about their dog dying. And I'm walking, listening, thinking about my dog dying. Listen, 1 minute later, the same brown Labrador retriever came running across the thing with a guy on his bike, and the dog stopped and barked at me. That was my dog. Absolutely, and I started crying because it was just, this is just nonstop. And all the things you're saying, the universe has a momentum, and it's coming to me, everything. And you're a Pisces, I understand that too. And I'm a Scorpio, and the relevance of me saying that to you is a couple weeks ago, my friend's mom died, and she was a Pisces. My grandma's a Pisces. My girlfriend's a Pisces. Just Pisces, Pisces, Pisces everywhere. And I went in Netflix, and I watched this movie. It was about this guy losing his son in a snowstorm or whatever. He got out of his car seat, a little boy, 3 years old, and walked in and died in the snow. All right, so they called his mother. His mother was like, oh, my God, to go get my son. The guy in the car with Mira Sorvino. And out of the blue, she says... Oh, yeah, how's your daughter? She's 3 years old right now, right? He said, yeah, she's 3. He says, oh, is she a Pisces? He said, no, she's a Libra. There was no other talk about any astrology and nothing. It was just amazing, okay? And this stuff keeps happening to me over and over and over again, okay? And let me tell you, in 1990, I'm sorry if I'm long-winded. I've waited my whole life to be up here. And look. And I'm an Eagles fan. This is my Super Bowl today. I won my Super Bowl, me next to Hicks. I'm so happy. Listen, nobody can understand. I feel like I've hit the jackpot. My life has changed from this moment on. My baby over there, she's saying this. And I wanted it to.
Sit back.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. All is really well.
It's 8 a.m.
Yeah. What we represent to you is your alignment. What we represent to you is your reason for being, what we represent to you. In other words, when you hear the words that we speak and you feel the vibration of the offering that we're offering, as you focus upon it, as long as you have, with the momentum that you have, you come into alignment with who you are. So it's the wholeness of who you are that is expressing here. That's what's going on here. We represent your alignment. We represent your power and your clarity. We represent your knowing. We represent your connection to infinite intelligence. That's all that's going on here. As you give your attention in the way that you do, and you release the resistance in the way that you have, you come into your full power. And that's why you feel like you feel.
Right, and all my anxieties always came to me since a little boy by my uniqueness, my attention to my greatness. If that makes sense to you. I know it's an oxymoron kind of,
yeah.
Because it's always been really like confusing how the depth I've been having, all the things I've been drawn to, the spiritual things that happen. I see my cousin died. This is his P. He died in a car accident, burnt to death with the car upside down May 2nd. Okay, and it was my best. He was my everything. It was about everything in my life. Okay, and when he died, I was mad at him. Not mad at him, but he came to me in a dream. And I was basically like, why did you leave me? And he was smiling, shining like, man, get over it. I'm happy. You know? And this is the process of listening to you every day. Like, the fact that you just called me and I just laid my head on my girl's shoulder, was like, oh my God, I'm so upset. She ain't gonna call me. Like, and I told her, I said, I'm going to Philadelphia. I'm from Philadelphia. I said, I'm going to Philadelphia when she comes in like 5 months. Wherever you're going to go, I'm going to meet you. You know, and I'm not, I was getting mad at some people. So I was like, yo, I wish they would just be quiet and get up the stage. I want to go up there. So I'm going to make it short. You know, but like I said, I've been in a lot of near-death experiences. I was carjacked in 1993 with a friend of mine. With guns to both our heads in broad daylight. I'm still here. On my birthday of November 10th, 2014, I was at Dunkin' Donuts leaving the Eagles game. The guy put a gun to my stomach. Look, I didn't say anything. I got in my car and drove off. I was still here. I got my head cracked open in 1990. Okay, head cracked open. Doctor said it was a miracle that I could still see and walk. And the guy who did it, mom had cancer, so I didn't want to press charges on him because I figured I love my mom. So why let him suffer when he's going to suffer already through his mom dying? And that was my vibration back then, and I was 14 years old. I'm 43 now, so I know vibration, the momentum of my vibration is leading me to you. But I'm still kind of confused. Well, I really don't think I'm going to be confused anymore after I get off the stage. Because I have an epiphany of spirit from you. I know we're the same. You know, I'm just not in tune like Esther is. You know, and Jerry and Jane. I mean, I listen to Jane Roberts too. I know she's basically, she's your teacher too. And it's just, first of all, I always say, people like, oh.
Those are her words. You create your own reality.
Exactly. People say, oh, Esther Hicks, you believe in that? I'm like, yo, first of all, no woman could get on stage and ask random questions, and just answer random questions and never stumble and never mess up. Never. Never? Like, I don't see any book. I don't see anything you're holding. I don't see any teleprompter. This is you. Okay? And I'm a writer. I have about 6 books coming out. You know, I want to meet Tarantino. I have a bright future in my mind. I want to make movies. That's what I do. I'm really gifted. And you've opened this channel. I've channeled these words. Like you write. Like you are the, I guess, initiator of my talent.
And so do you see any difference between Esther and this person? Same thing happening, isn't it?
Yes.
Except you're a little crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I talk about you all the time, my mom, all my friends, and I guess the majority of people, I'm not knocking church. I'm not knocking church, but I do not believe in that. I believe in Jesus was a prophet and everything, but I don't believe in any of that. I don't believe in man-made creations. Or like you just said, war begets war. You can't solve problems by more problems. So I get what you're saying. If I have a headache, I'm not going to have a headache. If I have a headache, that's going to keep the headache.
As you appreciate the tapestry of all of it, as you appreciate the religions as they are, as you appreciate that they are satisfying and answering some things for some, as you push against nothing but appreciate the value wherever it is, as you realize that without that there can't be that, and without that there can't be that, and without that there can't be that, and that we are all ongoing, that we are all eternal, that we are all continuing to become. Right. As you stand in your powerful now, this is the peace that we most want to give you, and this is the reason that we thought it would be nice to have a conversation. And we are thrilled with the clarity that you are feeling and with the words that flow from you. And we are knowing for sure that you are often in connection with the whole of who you are. And in your most joyful times, you know it too.
Right now.
The thing that we most want you to hear, you've been a seeker for a very long time, and you've been willing. Jerry used to always say, and there's our books down there with the spooky books down there on the bottom of the shelf. In other words, because these are thoughts that are new. To say to someone that you create your own reality or that this is a vibrational universe is not something that most can see, because they're trying to see through their physical senses. But you were born with this ability to feel, and you were never happy until you found it click into place in that feeling place. That's how you were born. And because of the contrast that surrounded you in those early days, you kept finding it. Like our friend with the war zone that we were talking about earlier, those early experiences that some would say, oh, it's unfortunate that those dramatic kinds of things were happening. Those were the things that were putting your desire into such a strong place that the energy was being drawn to you and through you in a stronger way than with almost anybody that you'll meet. But now, the thing that we most want to say to you, and we know that you will hear it easily, is that in appreciation for all that has been before, not in any rejection or condemnation that I moved through all of that and now I stand here in this greater light, but that I couldn't stand in this greater knowing had it not been for all of that. And every bit of that is as much value as what I am now living. Every unanswered question is as important to the infinite intelligence that flows through you as the answered questions are. In other words, we know that you understand completely what we just said to you. So it's been delightful. You know what? Since we are at the ending of a gathering and it doesn't matter what happens to Esther, yes.
Dun, 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 dun.